Hello everybody, welcome to the reaction channel. I'm going to be doing this, and then on Tuesday you're going to have this. I think I got off of Josh's channel, I don't know. I found something about it or something, I don't know. If I did, cool, go check them out. There's this, I'm pretty sure I didn't do, I'm going to have to check. I'm pretty sure I haven't done it because you know. But there is, where is it? This Finn's entire story explained and all this stuff I want to do. But if I do, I'm going to have to do it either an all-one, almost 2-hour video, or split up 30 minutes. Let me know what you guys want and all that stuff.
See things as they are, not how you want them to be.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're looking at tough choices in video games that made us all agonize over our decisions. Fair warning, there will be some major spoilers ahead.
Okay then, spoiler alert! If you recognize any of these games that you would want to watch, then I would highly recommend you to look away. We're skipping to the video if there's any that you do not want to be spoiled.
Is this truly what you want?
It is what we need. All of us.
Number 30. Drop Hannah or fall with her. Until the...
I mean, yeah. That is, I mean, in the end, you do, spoilers, do find out that this guy was actually just trying to help and wasn't the killer. But at the start, you don't know that. Even if you do replay it, there's not really an option. This is a tough choice because it's your sister, twin sister, more or less. Hannah survives and ends up eating Beth either way, but if it was me, I would probably fall with her.
Dawn.
What did you do?
We're just messing around, Beth. It wasn't serious.
You jerks! Hannah! Hannah!
So, should we go after her?
There's a lot of tough choices to make in Until Dawn. One of the hardest and most memorable comes right at the start. After her friends play a mean prank on her, Hannah runs into the nearby woods, prompting her twin sister Beth to chase after her. While being stalked in the shadows by a mysterious figure, the two fall down a cliffside. Beth barely hangs on with one hand and holds Hannah up with the other. You're then given the choice: drop Hannah or fall with her. No matter what you do, both twins are destined to fall. But placing this pressure on us so early made for an unforgettable opening.
Yeah, no matter what you do, it's gonna happen. So, I would rather just fall with her and die with, because it doesn't really matter. But that way she
Number
doesn't feel
29.
betrayed.
Jean Grey or Nightcrawler. Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
9. Do not open this door. It will cause Jean's cage to fall.
They're two of the most iconic heroes in X-Men history, each bringing vastly different skills and abilities to the team. Why would anyone want to choose between them? Well, you have to do just that in the first Ultimate Alliance. Both characters are kidnapped by Mephisto, and once you find them, you're forced to choose who lives and who dies. Whichever one dies is brought back to fight you, but ultimately sacrifices themselves so you can win. This also has an impact on the ending. If you save Jean Grey, it leads to the death of Professor X and the disbanding of the X-Men. If you save Nightcrawler, Jean returns, consumed by the Phoenix Force and seeking vengeance.
To take vengeance upon those who did not save her.
Number 28. The Golden Butterfly Case. L.A. Noire.
You're down on your luck, Eli. I had worse. My family roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
Many elements and quest lines in L.A. Noire fall into a morally gray area, which is to be expected. One of the best examples is the Golden Butterfly Case. It sees you investigating the murder of a housewife, and your work leads you to two suspects. The one the evidence points toward is Hugo Muller, the deceased's abusive husband.
But
The other is child predator Eli Rooney, whom your superiors desperately want behind bars. So, do you go with the facts and arrest Mulder for the crime, or do you please the department and save future children in the process by going with Rooney even if he didn't do it? It's a hard call to make, soured further by the fact that you...
I mean, if you're gonna be a good cop and do it by the books, you would have to do it by the facts and evidence of the case that you're on. If you didn't do it, yes, child predator. But if you didn't do it, you're technically putting a man in jail for the wrong reasons. Innocent, but not innocent. But you want to put him away for the wrong reason? Or do you want to put the right person away for the right person? And sec. I'm back.
later find out
Just really
neither
depends
man
on
was
how
guilty.
you want to do it.
Is it really possible you could have found me after all this time? How interesting.
Number 27, The Shuttle, Prey. In Prey, one of the alien types is the Mimic, able to change its form. At a certain point, you learn about an escape shuttle full of humans. If any of the aliens were to reach Earth, that would mean disaster. You have no way of knowing if a Mimic is inside the shuttle because the security scan wasn't looking for them. While the shuttle left before alarms went off from the attack, that doesn't necessarily mean no Mimics made it on board. You can let the 5 people inside reach safety, or you can blow up the shuttle knowing for certain you let no aliens reach the planet. Your decision has no larger outcome, but still puts you in an agonizing predicament. Number 26, Hawk or the Warden, Dragon Age Inquisition. One of the most famous moments from...
yes, I know this game, I played it. What to do.
Inquisition sees you and your allies forced to enter the Fade, an alternate realm full of spirits and demons. As you reach the end of this section, it becomes clear that someone must stay behind to secure your exit and will most likely die doing so.
A warden must help them rebuild. That's your job. Corypheus is mine.
Oh! Ulster. I don't have him in my playthrough. Though, again, I never played the first one and second one, so I think it just sends the default towards me. But I do have all the games, so I do a playthrough. So if you want to check that out, be sure to keep an eye out on my main channel for that. Actually, but I'll probably doing some God of War and a lot of stuff before this. I don't know, we'll see. Unless people want to see it faster. But, yeah.
Your choices are Hawk, the protagonist of Dragon Age 2, and the Warden, the role of which is filled by decisions carried over from the first game, Origins. They can either be Alistair, Logan, or Stroud. If it's between Hawk and Alistair or Logan, you'll have a tough time since they're all likable and have played big roles in the overarching story across the entries.
To be honest, I just picked one who wants to stay back.
Number 25, The Conduits, Infamous 2. Throughout Infamous 2, players must grow stronger in order to face the Beast, a powerful and intimidating conduit. It's made clear the Beast is a pretty huge threat, definitely in need of being stopped. But at the end, when you finally face him, you're also faced with a difficult choice.
It's okay.
It's not okay. You made the right choice.
It seems easy at first, side with him or fight him. But if you choose to fight, Cole sacrifices himself to save the world and gets every conduit on the planet killed, even those who didn't know they were conduits. Siding with him means Cole becomes the new Beast, and you wind up killing all of your friends. It's a downer ending either way.
John transferred his powers into me, and then he just let go. The blast was devastating, but worth it.
Number 24, Wyatt or Fergus, Wolfenstein: The New Order. The opening section of The New Order shows how the Nazis win World War II within an alternate timeline. It also shows protagonist BJ Blazkowicz suffer a crushing defeat.
You? I've seen you before. Oh, I like you. Such a resilient specimen.
He and his allies are captured by a mad scientist, Death's Head, who gives him the option between two of his friends, Wyatt and Fergus. Whoever you choose to save, that character becomes a major companion throughout the rest of the game and its sequel. Certain scenes will feel entirely different depending on this choice. Not only that, but you later learn that whoever you didn't save had their brain preserved and placed inside a machine that serves as your final boss. You then have to mercy kill them, putting an end to their sad existence. Number 23, Shadowheart's Parents, Baldur's Gate 3.
We cannot allow your future to be her last prize. Not after all your mother and I have endured. To see you again.
Your decisions and their outcomes play a big part in Baldur's Gate 3, and some are much harder to make than others. On a personal level, the one concerning Shadowheart's parents racks you with guilt. Essentially, you can save them from Shar, the evil deity who also stole Shadowheart's memories, and reunite them with their daughter. Unfortunately, if you do, the curse placed on Shadowheart never goes away, and she spends each night tormented by pain for the rest of her life, which, as a half-elf, is quite a long time. The alternative? You kill them, which they actually ask for so as to help their daughter. And they become moon motes, guiding spirits of sorts. Still, either way, Shadowheart suffers.
I remember. But they can't comfort me. They can't give me advice. They can't tell me what I was like as a little girl.
Number 22, Lord Shimura's Fate, Ghost of Tsushima. With his home free from Mongol control, Jin Sakai has one final obstacle to overcome at the end of Ghost of Tsushima. Despite his actions being successful, they're deemed dishonorable by the Shogun and a risk to the established servitude on the island. And Jin's uncle, Lord Shimura, is commanded to take his life. This leads to an emotional final boss fight, at the end of which you have the option to take your uncle's life, giving him the honorable death he desires, or spare him, the final straw in Jin rejecting the samurai way of life. Does Jin give into his attachment for his one living family member, or give him the warrior's death he requests?
I have no honor. But I will not kill my family.
Number 21, Save or Destroy the Canvas, Clair Obscur Expedition 33. An extra spoiler warning before we get into this one. You eventually learn that Clair Obscur is set inside a painting, created, maintained, and impacted by a grieving family. Towards the end, you're given a choice to side with Maëlle, who feels responsible for her brother's death, and the painting version of her brother, Verso, stuck in an immortal existence he didn't ask for. Siding with Verso is arguably the healthier of the options. Maëlle risks her life staying inside the painting for too long, and destroying it could help her mourn with her family in the real world. However, destroying it also means losing everything and everyone you've been fighting for, some deeply written, lovable characters, which makes siding with Maëlle awfully tempting.
But sometimes it's better to side with the dude, I guess, because getting her back to the real world to mourn with the real family would probably be a good way to start the healing process that she needs to go through to accept the loss of her brother and whoever else, but you know, and all that stuff. Otherwise, if she's stuck there, then their family loses 2 of their kids.
Number 20, your starter Pokemon, Pokemon Red and Blue.
I'm sorry, but this is not a tough decision. This is not a tough decision. Basically, just choose whoever you like. Most people go with Charizard as it is.
It's an age-old question. Who do you pick as your starting Pokemon? This debate has been raging for ages, mostly because it boils down to personal preference. Do you go the fire route and choose adorable little Charmander? Do you douse fire with water and pick Squirtle? Or do you go with grass and choose Bulbasaur? Who you pick depends largely on how you want to play the game. Well, that and how cute you find the respective Pokemon to be. This choice defined who you were as a child and led to many an argument.
Who cares what you choose? I don't see an argument.
Number
Like
19, Mira's Fate, Game of Thrones.
A holdfast in the north can only help my ambitions.
This being Telltale, and this being a video game based on the Game of Thrones world, it was quite obvious that there were going to be some hard decisions to make. One of the playable characters is Mira Forrester, who is taken to King's Landing.
I mean, in Telltale, there's typically hard decisions which don't matter, but do matter in the end. Like killing Lee, there are some of like, whether it's say Carly or Doug, but in the end, no matter what one you choose, the other dies later. So there's some choices that just revert back to whatever that they weren't able to, if not didn't make any alternate choice of them being alive as it is. So yeah.
Landing while serving as the handmaiden to Marjorie Tyrell. At the end of the game, you are left with a horrifying choice: marry Lord Morgren and sacrifice Tom, or face execution. So, you either marry the man you despise, who threatened your life and who took away your power, not to mention sacrificing Tom, or you die. Yay. No one said Game of Thrones was chipper.
I'd rather die than marry someone that I don't love.
Number 18, Edgewater or Botanical Lab, The Outer Worlds.
Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the Botanical District over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
The toughest choice in the Outer Worlds comes at the very beginning, when you are forced to side with Edgewater or the Botanical Lab. Edgewater is a total hellhole that is run entirely by a megacorporation, is plagued with deserters and literal plague, and is filled with slaves who live in appalling conditions. The Botanical Lab is run by Edgewater deserters, who are able to grow their own food by stealing dead bodies from a graveyard to use as fertilizer. Your ship needs power, and in order to get it, you need to steal power from either the entire town of Edgewater or the deserters in the Botanical Lab. This choice largely depends on your morals. Do you sympathize with those under oppression, or the ones living independently under nefarious means?
Maybe one day, Edgewater will have a garden where that cannery once stood. You ain't exactly a stranger anymore.
Number 17, Batman or Alfred. Batman, the Telltale series.
Then again, this won't be the first time I've found my courage in a single malt.
Courage for what?
Saying goodbye. I'm leaving, Bruce.
Once again, we have another Telltale game, and once again, we have a really tough decision. At the end of Season 2, Alfred suffers a crisis of faith and decides to leave Batman's employ, fearing that their vigilantism is only making things worse. Then, you have the choice to let Alfred go or give up being Batman. If you let Alfred go, he regrettably bids you farewell and returns to the United Kingdom. If you decide to give up being Batman, you give up being Batman. You're choosing between companionship and justice, and it's not an easy choice to make.
I will always be Batman.
First off, I would choose Alfred hands down over Batman, because Alfred is the only family that Bruce has. I wouldn't even think about it. I would immediately choose Alfred over Batman, because, again, choose your only family left, the one who's been there for your whole life, raised you, stood by you for your whole career of Batman, of how dangerous it was, versus to continue to be Batman. Yes, I get that there's but there also is other superheroes out there that could possibly take the mantle and whatnot. But also in this series, you find out the reason he became Batman was because, yeah, his parents were killed, but his parents were not very good people. They were working with a drug lord. They were working evilly. His father was doing evil kind of like experiment on the Penguin dude's parents and all that stuff, and other people that were in the Arkham Asylum, as you find out and stuff. So really, the reason why he became Batman was almost on a lie. Contradicts the very reason of why he puts criminals into jail. Yeah, that's good. But his parents, he does it to honor his parents' death. Turns out his parents weren't as so goody as he thought. So, it brings the question, Batman doing the right thing or not? He is, but he's doing it for the wrong reasons at the same time. Because, again, his parents were not good people. Which is shocking, if I'm being honest. Very shocking.
That will never change. I know.
Number 16, Yennefer or Triss?
I don't know what happened because yeah, hopefully that made in the video. If not, basically I would choose Alfred. And yeah, Bruce's parents are bad.
Consider it a token of our trust. Now let's begin. And Geralt, behave, please.
Witcher fans will forever remain split on Yennefer and Triss. Yennefer of Vengerberg has romantic ties to Geralt and is a mother figure to Ciri. Triss Marigold, or Marigold the Fearless, is a close friend of Geralt and helped Ciri at Kaer Morhen. Do you like Yennefer's strong and sometimes belligerent independence and ice-cold personality? Or do you prefer Triss's sweeter disposition and more traditional heroic tendencies? What do you think about Triss taking advantage of Geralt's amnesia? Is Yennefer heartless and cold, or just a powerful mama bear? These are just some of the questions you'll have to grapple with throughout The Witcher 3, and no, you can't choose both.
Ah, well. Ladies did quite a number on you.
Number 15, The Drug Dealer, Heavy Rain.
Hey, take it easy, man, huh? Keep cool.
Quantic Dream and David Cage are well known for their story-driven and choice-based video games, and Heavy Rain is arguably the greatest of them all. In the game's Shark Trial, Ethan is commanded to kill drug dealer Brad Silver in order to save his own son. However, Brad shows Ethan a picture of his two daughters, Sarah and Cindy, in a last-ditch attempt to play on Ethan's sympathy.
I got children. These my girls, see? This one, Sarah.
How it works is entirely up to you. You can either spare Brad and lose out on a clue on your son's location, or murder Brad, deprive his daughters of a father, and...
I mean, if you don't, as long as you don't do, like, too many of the refusings, you end up finding the location of your son. But if you fail too many QTEs, you can also lose as well. So, again, there's, like, many endings in this game. So, yeah, it's just all over the place. I do have this game on the PS3. I haven't really played it much. It's pretty bad at some of the QTEs.
For a clue. It's a philosophical conundrum for the ages and a brilliant thought experiment in desperation.
I'm a father too. But I have no choice.
You always have a choice.
Number 14, Caden or Ashley, Mass Effect.
There's too many! I don't think we can hold them! I'm activating the nuke!
The Mass Effect series is widely known for containing some tough and emotional choices, and the first Mass Effect game contained a doozy. With the bomb about to explode, you have the choice of saving either Caden Alenko or Ashley Williams. Choosing Ashley makes for a better story and more satisfying character development, but choosing Caden is a good idea if you lack in tech and biotics. It's kind of a weak choice in retrospect, at least compared to some of the later choices you'll have to make throughout the series, but this was really tough at the time.
How could we just leave him down there?
Alenko knew the risks going in. He gave his life to save the rest of us.
Number 13, The Factions, Fallout.
Yes, Fallout 4. I like Fallout because of the, which I'm playing right here, by the way, as you can see. But I love the, like, AP to where you can slow things down and go. That's the mainly part of why I like it. But Fallout 4, the only thing I like about that is the fact that you can, build bases and all that stuff, but factions part, it wasn't my strong suit. I don't even know if I've ever got that far. I probably have, but this one is simple. Fallout 3, basically it's kind of the same premises. Instead of the dad trying to find the kid, it's the girl or son trying to find the father, depending on how you make your character and all that stuff. No matter what, the father died. You can technically kind of save him, but he's technically dead at the same time, so it's all over the place. But I like it also because it takes place in like Washington, where you can visit the like Lincoln Memorial, the Needle, and all that stuff. You can literally get Lincoln's rifle and use it. If not, like, get the Declaration of Independence.
4. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute.
Throughout Fallout 4, you'll have the option of joining different factions. Each faction has their own objectives and belief systems, and choosing between them depends on how you want to approach your character and story. The Minutemen just want to live peacefully and will side with whoever helps them out. The Brotherhood of Steel are a violent faction intent on adhering to pre-war tech and wiping out the synths. The Railroad believes in synth rights and autonomy. The Institute are regarded as mysterious villains, but aim to restore humanity through scientific advancement. Fallout 4 asks you what and who to value in times of apocalyptic distress.
Because I know war. War never changes.
Number 12. Bushido or Nor, Fire Emblem Fates.
This way.
Big sister! She's my sister!
Fates opens with a killer choice. Right out the gate, the game demands that you choose between your blood relatives of Bushido or your foster family of Nor. And it's not like one side is inherently evil and the other inherently good. Nope, they are both supportive and loving, making your choice all the more difficult. Once you make your choice, the losing family labels you a traitor and you are forced to do battle with them. Choosing between family is never an easy option, especially when it results in violence.
I see.
Number 11. Vault 34, Fallout New Vegas. New Vegas is a brilliant Fallout game, aside from the myriad technical issues, and Vault 34 remains one of the toughest moral dilemmas in the entire series. The gist is that Vault 34 is leaking radiation, destroying crops, and starving the citizens of the wasteland. You are tasked with stopping the leak and saving the day. The only problem is that Vault 34 is still filled with people, and stopping the leak would guarantee their deaths. You can choose to rescue the inhabitants, but this means continued radiation and more intense famine. Or you can choose to seal the radiation, effectively saving the crops but dooming the vault dwellers. Now that's a moral dilemma if we've ever seen one. Number 10. Choose the Dictator, Far Cry 4.
Amita needs to go. It's the will of Kira. It's the only way to spare Kirat from more bloodshed.
The fourth Far Cry game sees you helping the Golden Path overthrow the regime of Pagan Min. There are two important members of the Golden Path, Sabal and Amita. Sabal wants to conserve karate tradition, whereas Amita wants to modernize and bring them into the future. If you side with Sabal, he turns Karat into a bloodthirsty theocracy and cleanses the area by killing dissenters.
Where was that forgiveness when you butchered your brothers and sisters? You committed crimes against the gods themselves.
If you side with Amita, she turns Karat into a totalitarian drug state that conscripts children warriors and murders Badra. Either way, both you and Karat lose.
This is a good thing! Your children will help Kirat become a better place.
Number 9. Love, Sacrifice, or Wealth. Fable 2.
It is a selfless gift. Your only reward will be the gratitude of Albion. Love. Those dearest to you, even your faithful dog, will be restored to life.
Fable 2 ends with a three-way choice. Two of them are quite difficult. Teresa grants you one of three wishes: love, sacrifice, and wealth. For sacrifice, you resurrect thousands of people who were killed making the Tattered Spire, but you never see your family again. For love, your family and dog are resurrected in exchange for the thousands of innocent lives. And wealth is 1 million gold coins. Okay, the money choice is kind of silly, but still. Do you want to be remembered as a hero who selflessly resurrected thousands of lives, or do you want happiness with your family? It's the ultimate battle between selflessness and selfishness, and it makes for a true character-defining moment.
I'd probably resurrect a lot of people.
Number 8, Colonel Lambert, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, double agent.
Let me introduce you to our latest problem. Jamie caught him inside the compound.
What is more important to you, friendship or duty? These are the questions that Double Agent asks when presenting you with the Lambert conundrum. An undercover Fisher is ordered to shoot Colonel Lambert. Doing so will obviously kill a friend who will maintain your secret position within John Brown's army. Sparing Lambert and shooting Washington will obviously spare your friend, but reveal you as a traitor. What is it that you value? Are you willing to blow the entire mission to spare a single life? It's these type of tough moral dilemmas that make spy fiction so tense and exciting. Number 7, Blame and Extraction, Spec Ops: The Line.
It was your fault. If that's what you believe, then shoot me. 2. I didn't mean to hurt anybody. No one ever does.
Walker grapples with his own conscience after realizing that he created Conrad in an effort to deflect his guilt. You are then faced with numerous choices. You can live with your atrocities and remain forever shell-shocked and traumatized, or you can commit suicide.
So be it. 5.
Should you stay alive, Walker requests extraction and you are left with yet another choice.
Captain Walker, we are here to help. But first, I need you to lay down your weapon.
You can choose to relinquish your weapon and embrace rescue, or you can fully embrace your evil side, become Conrad, and attack the convoy. How do you react to your blatant war crimes and fatal atrocities? How do you view Walker's potential suicide? How you choose largely depends on how you view the characters and themes of the story.
Gentlemen,
so basically just depends
welcome
on
to
your,
Dubai.
How you played
Number
it.
6, The Freedom March.
Oh, yes.
Detroit Become Human.
We came here to demonstrate peacefully.
While playing as Marcus, you recruit numerous androids to take part in the Freedom March. However, this assembly draws the attention of law enforcement who order you to stop and disperse. You are then faced with 3 options: take a stand, attack the police, or run away. If you take a stand, numerous androids will die, maybe even Marcus, but you will gain massive respect from the public.
Follow me!
Attacking the police will obviously cause the public to turn on the androids, and choosing to run away will brand you a coward, and the police will fire on the crowd anyway. There's no easy way out here, and androids will die no matter what you do.
I'd say stand your ground, because I would choose that, because yes, doesn't matter what you do, but if you gain the public opinion, then you get the good ending. And if you took the android from when you get the components stolen, he sacrifices himself for Marcus. Otherwise, Marcus gets shot. And if Marcus gets shot, this girl, North, takes over.
Number 5, Chloe or Artie.
This is a tough one. I was wondering if this one would be in it personally, because, oh my god, spoilers. If you do, I am planning on playing this game, so if you want to see my reaction, well, not reaction, but playthrough of choices I make, in the end, most of your choices don't matter, because time travel. You can just time travel. But, no matter what your choices you do, of trying to keep Chloe alive, if you sacrifice her, all that's just, she's meant to die.
Pedia Bay, Life is Strange.
Max. This is the only way.
Life is Strange is another exercise in selfishness, and it asks big questions about how far you are willing to go to save the one you love. The ending presents you, as Max, with 2 difficult choices, each with widely different outcomes.
You could use that photo to change everything right back to when you took that picture.
You can bow to fate, go back in time and allow Chloe to be killed by Nathan, effectively reinstating the status quo. Or you can give the finger to both Fate and Arcadia Bay and allow the storm to decimate the town. Would you sacrifice thousands of innocent lives to save one? Or would you make the ultimate selfless sacrifice by allowing your love to die?
I mean, if I'm being honest, she even wants to get herself sacrificed so her mother lives, because her mother ends up dying otherwise. Nathan, that dude gets arrested if you sacrifice her. If not, she dies by the teacher anyway. So no matter what you do, he gets what he deserves. But do you keep thousands alive? Or do you let them die? And also, depending on this choice in the second game, Life is Strange 2 has an impact of whether you see the town destroyed or not when you get near there. So, yeah.
Number 4. Mankind's Fate.
I'd probably
Deus
sacrifice
Ex.
her.
There are 3 endings to Deus Ex, and all of them are equally unpleasant. The first is the benevolent dictator, which sees Jason.
At the same time, if you don't sacrifice her in the second game, she gets with her father and she kind of turns a new leaf and kind of accepts him more. Basically, they get along and all that stuff. So it just depends. Just really depends. I don't know what I would like. The way purpose is. Me, if I was Chloe, I would want my parents to die. Especially my mother, that she wouldn't deserve it. Being Max, as much as I would see my best friend to die, seeing how she was almost killed, if not killed, throughout the game, because it's like Lost, the one dude that was meant to die. Every time you save her, she somehow dies or almost dies. Destiny wants her dead. She was meant to die that day you saved her. So, and that's what caused the storm in the first place, because you're trying to mess with the time and try to save her and all that stuff. So really, yeah.
Fusing with Helios and ruling Earth as an absolute god. New Dark Age requires you to initiate the meltdown.
If you, if you go back when you go back in time to stop her father from leaving, before he doesn't die, she ends up in a wheelchair. And then it gives you a choice to either kill her by putting out of her misery because of, or not. Which that choice doesn't really matter because you're going back in time anyway, and then she's fine. But still, as much
effectively freeing the world from the Illuminati, but initiating a complete technological blackout.
JC! No more infolinks. Transmissions of any kind.
The third, titled The Invisible Hand, requires you to trigger the infusion control switch and allow the Illuminati to rule the world.
We only influence, suggest, insinuate.
Do you want to become a computer and rule with omniscient power, allow the Illuminati to flourish unopposed, or regress civilization? Yes, those are your only options. You see why this was so difficult? Number 3. Deal or Revenge. Grand Theft Auto 4.
And remember to wear some nice clothes. I want you looking good for the wedding.
Grand Theft Auto 4 was a major tonal departure from Vice City and San Andreas, and this was made abundantly clear in its ending. To set up the ending, Jimmy Pegorino asks Nico to help with a lucrative heroin deal. In exchange, Jimmy will pay Nico $250,000. The only problem is that Nico must work with his nemesis, Dmitry Rascalov. Do you listen to Roman and make the deal in the hopes of a happier and more prosperous life? Or do you make things personal and kill Dmitry? No matter what you do, the results are catastrophic with a certain loved one getting the bullet. It's a damned if you do, damned if you don't scenario. There are no happy endings in Grand Theft Auto 4. Number 2, Geth or Quarian, Mass Effect 3.
You want to upload the Reaper code? That would make the Geth as smart as when the Reaper was controlling them.
Yes, but with free will.
Remember how we said that the Mass Effect series contained more difficult decisions than Kaidan and Ashley? Yeah, this is what we were talking about. At the end of Priority Rannoch, you are left with the choice to either allow the upload or stop Legion. If you allow the upload, the Quarian race goes extinct with the destruction of the migrant fleet. In turn, Tali will commit suicide. If you choose to stop Legion, the Quarian bombardment will annihilate the Geth. There is an option to save both races, but this requires a complex set of instructions for the player to follow, including choices transferred from Mass Effect 2. It's not easy choosing which race to make extinct. Imagine that.
Does this unit have...
Yes. Yes, it does.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, dealing with
I
Lee.
knew it. I had a feeling. I had a feeling this would be in it. I would be like, bruh, if it didn't.
The Walking Dead.
You're strong, Clem. You
This hit a
can do
lot of
anything.
But I'm little.
Telltale returns for a third game with The Walking Dead, a game that pulls zero punches and is not afraid to leave you a blubbering mess by the time the credits roll. That's largely due to one of the most heartbreaking endings in video game history. As a sick and dying Lee, you can either tell Clementine to leave you behind to turn into a zombie, or kill you and put you out of your misery.
You have to shoot me, honey.
Lee, no.
Either way, Clementine loses her father figure and you die. Like GTA 4, there is no happy ending to be found here. The only question is, how do you want to go out?
How would you want to go out? I mean, he is chained, so unless his arm breaks out, he wouldn't be able to get free, but the whole place is zombies anyway. But me personally, I would shoot Lee. Because I wouldn't want to see him as a zombie, or think of him as a zombie. I would want to put him out of his misery. Because once you're a zombie, you're not yourself. I mean, in the fourth game... Oh, yay. Another package. In the fourth game, you basically see that they're all kind and almost like majestic with James when you're in the barn and you do the bell thing, but at the same time they're not fully them. So honestly, I don't know. I don't know. It's a hard pick. Well, I would shoot Lee, as much as painful as it is. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what your decisions would be if you've ever played any of these games, or even if you haven't. Yay, that's delivered. But yeah, other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video.